warriors, guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard.
Back now on EA Sports at Venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. It's Bear football as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. First down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cohen. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they got to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. To throw from his end zone. Purdy, he completes it to Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen finding Knox there, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 3rd down, Purdy. Open man has got one, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations,
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Daniels. He gets this one to Boyd. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Touchdown, baby.
Mike Evans, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North division, in fact. So for the moment, they'd be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And that's cause for celebration because anytime you're in the playoffs, you're happy. But the idea that you're in the playoffs and you're hosting the first game you have to play, that's a big-time lift for that team and for the organization because everything's familiar. You're at home. Your routine stays the same. You don't have to go on the road and change things up.
Get a win, get some momentum, see what happens in round 2.
And we've seen it happen before. A wild card victor in the first round, they often propel themselves towards the Super Bowl.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
218, jump.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Allen. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
They go right back to Singletary. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Off the bootleg. Purdy. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready. 30 base. 58 right there. Watch the slant. 5.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a